The mythology of ancient Egypt is a captivating tapestry of gods and goddesses, each with their unique roles and significance in the cosmic order. The ancient Egyptians revered a diverse pantheon of deities whose stories and attributes shaped their religious beliefs, their rituals, and their cultural practices. So here's a list of the most famous and well-known deities from ancient Egypt. Number 20. Ra, or Re. Ra, also known as Re, held a central role in Egyptian mythology as the god of the sun, creator of life, and the king of the gods. He was often depicted as a falcon-headed deity with a sun disk on his head, symbolizing the power of the sun. Ra was believed to travel across the sky during the day, bringing light and warmth to the world. As the creator god, he was responsible for bringing life into existence and maintaining cosmic order. Number 19. Osiris. Osiris was a prominent figure in Egyptian mythology, revered as the god of the afterlife, resurrection, and fertility. He was believed to judge the souls of the deceased and grant them eternal life in the afterworld. Osiris represented the triumph of life over death and served as source for hope for the ancient Egyptians. Number 18. Isis. Isis was a powerful goddess and a central figure in Egyptian mythology. She was revered as a goddess of magic, healing, and motherhood. Isis was often depicted as a woman wearing a throne, or as a woman with cow horns and a sun disk on her head. She played a crucial role in resurrecting Osiris and raising her son Horus, who became a symbol of the rightful pharaoh. Number 17. Horus. Horus is a significant deity in Egyptian mythology associated with the sky, war, and protection. He's often depicted as a falcon or as a man with a falcon's head. The reigning pharaoh was believed to be his earthly representation. As a sky god, Horus symbolized the daily cycle of the sun, with the rising and setting sun representing his different aspects. Number 16. Anubis. Anubis held a significant role in the Egyptian mythology as the god of mummification, the afterlife, and the protector of graves. He was often depicted with the head of a jackal or as a fully transformed jackal. He guided the souls of the deceased through the perilous journey to the afterlife and weighed their hearts against the feather of Ma'at during the judgment process. Number 15. Thoth. Thoth was a prominent god in Egyptian mythology, known as the god of wisdom, writing, and knowledge. Often depicted as a man with the head of an ibis or as a baboon. He was associated with writing, science, and the judgment of the deceased in the afterlife. Thoth was believed to have invented hieroglyphics, the ancient Egyptian writing system, and was also seen as the scribe of the gods. Now, we invite all of you to unearth that subscribe button and join us on an exhilarating expedition through the ages. Subscribe to the Ancient History channel now and become part of this incredible ancient adventure. Number 14. Bastet. Bastet was a popular goddess in ancient Egyptian mythology known as the goddess of home, fertility, and protector against evil spirits. Depicted as a lioness or a domestic cat, she was revered as a guardian deity and a harbinger of good fortune. Bastet was closely associated with the concept of motherhood and was believed to protect children and households from harm. Number 13. Sobek. Sobek also held a significant role within Egyptian mythology as the god of the Nile, fertility, and crocodiles. Depicted as a man with the head of a crocodile or as a fully transformed crocodile, Sobek represented both the life-giving and potentially dangerous aspects of the Nile River. Ancient Egyptians associated the annual flooding of the Nile with Sobek's power and viewed him as a deity capable of bestowing abundance and prosperity. Number 12. Hathor. Hathor was a prominent goddess within Egyptian mythology, celebrated as the goddess of love, beauty, joy, and music. Depicted as a cow or as a woman with cow horns, Hathor symbolized femininity, motherhood, and nurturing qualities. She was associated with feminine beauty and was believed to bring happiness and harmony to the world. Hathor's influence extended beyond aesthetics as well, as she was considered a patron of music, dance, and artistic expression. Number 11. Sekhmet. Sekhmet held a dual role within Egyptian mythology as both the goddess of war and the goddess of healing. Often depicted as a lioness-headed deity, she symbolized both destructive and protective forces. Sekhmet was associated with the ferocity of battles, believed to unleash plagues and epidemics upon humanity as a means of punishment. She was also revered for her ability to heal and bring balance, representing the power of transformation and restoration. Number 10. Ptah. Ptah was an important god in Egyptian mythology, revered as the creator god and patron of craftsmen and architects. He was often depicted as a mummified deity wearing a skull cap and holding a staff or an ankh. Ptah was associated with craftsmanship, creation, and the power of the spoken word. Number 9. Amun. Amun was a significant god in Egyptian mythology, known as the king of gods, the god of air, and the patron deity of Thebes. He was often depicted with a double plume on his head, or as a ram symbolizing his authority and power. Amun gained prominence during the New Kingdom and was worshipped as the supreme god of Egypt. He represented hidden and mysterious aspects, embodying the concept of the unforeseen divine force. Number 8. Nut. Nut was a goddess in Egyptian mythology, revered as the goddess of the sky, heavens, and stars. Often depicted as a woman arching over the earth, her body represented the sky's expanse. Nut was believed to encompass the universe and protect it within her embrace. She was associated with celestial bodies, particularly the stars, and was often depicted covered in star-spangled attire. Number 7. Set. Set, one of the most enigmatic figures in Egyptian mythology, was the god of chaos, storms, and the desert. He was often depicted as a mythical creature with the head of an unknown animal, possibly resembling a canine or an aardvark. Set represented the forces of disorder and chaos, opposing the divine order established by his brother Osiris and his nephew Horus. He was associated with violent storms, especially those that occurred in the desert, as well as destructive natural phenomena like earthquakes. Number 6. Nephthys. Nephthys, the sister of Osiris, Isis, and Set, was the goddess of mourning, protection, and the night. She is often depicted as a woman with a falcon wings or as a kite. Nephthys played a significant role in the Osirian myth as she lamented the death of her brother and assisted Isis in the search for his scattered body parts. She represented the sorrow and mourning associated with death and was a protective deity invoked during funerary rituals. Nephthys was believed to safeguard the deceased and provide guidance and comfort to their souls in the afterlife. Number 5. Ma'at. Ma'at was the goddess of truth, justice, and balance. She represented the cosmic order and harmony in Egyptian society. Ma'at was often depicted as a woman with an ostrich feather on her head, symbolizing truth and justice. She played a vital role in the judgment of the deceased, where the heart of the deceased was weighed against her feather during the weighing of the heart ceremony. If the heart was found to be lighter than the feather, it meant that the person lived a righteous life and could enter the afterlife. Number 4. Khnum. Khnum was the god of the Nile River's inundation and creation. He's depicted as a ram-headed deity, symbolizing fertility and rebirth. Khnum was believed to control the annual flooding of the Nile, which was vital for agriculture and the prosperity of Egypt. Number 3. Atum. Atum was one of the key creator gods in Egyptian mythology and the first god to ever exist. He was worshipped in Heliopolis, where he held a prominent position. Atum was associated with the primeval mound from which creation emerged, and his act of self-engendering represented the initial act of divine creation. He embodied the cyclical nature of creation as the sun rose and set each day, mirroring his own self-renewal. Number 2. Ra-Horakhti. Ra-Horakhti was combined form of Ra, the sun god, and Horus, the sky god. The name Ra-Horakhti translates to Ra, who is Horus of the two horizons. This form of the deity represents the rising and setting of the sun, symbolizing the daily cycle of the sun's journey across the sky. And at number 1, Wadjet. Wadjet was a cobra goddess and a protector of the pharaohs. She was often depicted as a cobra or as a woman with a cobra's head. Wadjet played a vital role in Egyptian royal iconography, symbolizing divine protection and authority. She was believed to guard the pharaoh, acting as a fierce and vigilant defender against evil forces and chaos. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration of the Egyptian gods and their roles. Subscribe to our channel, Ancient History, to always stay up to date with the most shocking revelations. And remember to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever we release a new video. Happy exploring, and see you in the next one.